morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am nervous.
Happy 4th of July weekend and happy vacation to you.
And you know I'm nervous because of all the flights that have been canceled, and I have a flight tomorrow morning.
As well you should be. 72 degrees right now in Jackson. Thursday should be hot. Maybe 90, 92 today. Rain on Friday. But the holiday weekend looks great. Sunny on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Highs all 3 days right around 85. Awesome for the 4th of July. Yes, travel you're worried about.
I'm very worried about it. Very, very worried about it. I'm flying Delta, and they did offer anyone traveling from the 1st through the 4th to rebook if they wanted, to just in case.
Yes.
Let me put something in perspective. In the summer of 2019, Delta entire summer, Delta canceled 738 flights total.
Wow.
We know they've canceled more than that just since Friday, obviously. So I'm just so nervous. Now we're going with another family. They're flying on a different airline, and they have a different flight route. And I'm a little bit more nervous for them than I am me due to their connections.
Yeah,
but I don't want to jinx it.
They've got 2 layovers.
Check this out, though. Cost savings. I booked this rental car. I dealt with this last year, 4th of July. I tried to book a rental car. This is going to be ridiculous. So I booked it 3 months ago. It was outrageous. I just checked last night. $500 cheaper, so I rebooked. Is that crazy?
That is crazy.
So I guess that's a pretty good win for me. So I don't know what that has to do with, but I'm saving some money.
I had a rental car nightmare this past weekend. The seats wouldn't move.
Here's what I've also done. I have 3 rental car reservations.
Just in case. Well, you might want to make extra plane reservations because as of 8 a.m. today, 340 U.S. flights have been canceled, and 1,300 more were delayed, according to Flight Tracker, just today.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So this travel waiver that Delta is issuing for this weekend, they've never done it before. They expect operational challenges. The TSA says they are breaking pandemic-era passenger records, and Delta is expected to carry customer volumes this weekend not seen since before the pandemic.
Oh, I cannot wait. Can't wait. I'm excited. Hopefully. But there's so many people that, go to and from. Nothing's wrong. Yes, there's a lot of flights canceled. The majority of these flights are in and out of the United States.
Yeah, it's unconscionable that the flights are being canceled because it's one reason only. The airlines are overbooking the planes, and then they're surprised when the passengers show up.
I've always wondered about that. I remember that when we were kids, you'd see this standby line. Are there that many people that book flights that just waste the money and don't go? No.
In Congress, they are discussing fining the airlines up to $55,000 for selling more tickets than they have seats, which I heartily agree with.
I do too. It's so hard though when you're, Noah always loves a chance to have his Bernie Sanders photo shown, and he tells me that Bernie's going to save the day.
Well,
I don't know how that's possible, but something's got to give.
They overbook the planes. They know they're going to be overbooked, and then they decide, well, we'll just cancel it. So,
I hope all goes well for me. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited. So,
yes, as Trevor Noah said last night, airlines are shocked. They're shocked. How can they possibly be shocked? How stupid are they?
You had to see this was coming. And the pilot shortage that we knew at the beginning of the pandemic was going to be an issue coming out of the pandemic, but you can't just train a pilot. And I think, years ago, pilots only made like $24,000 a year or something like that.
Why aren't they working on self-driving planes?
Oh.
That's what we need. The rest of us that are staying here in Michigan have a lot to do this holiday weekend. Of course, we've got all our lakes and parks and fireworks.
Ooh, fireworks. That's right, yeah. 4th of July fireworks.
That's going to be great. Big celebrations in Hanover, Horton, Grass Lake, Brooklyn, and in Jackson. On Saturday night, The New Rule will be performing, and you're invited to enjoy the concert and the fireworks in beautiful Cascades, Sparks Foundation County Park. This is something we should do as a community. Decide on the name of that park.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't
Let's
want to
pick
say
one
the
and
wrong thing, but I think we should just pick one.
Pick one and stick with it. And then the next food truck Tuesday is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Ah, dang, I'm gonna miss that.
Bigfoot Bob Schultz will be playing there. And Bob has been overbooking himself. He's double booking dates, actually.
But he makes all his shows, though. That's the difference
He
between
does.
him and the airlines.
Yeah, he can be in two places at once. So it's going to be a fun time Tuesday, food truck Tuesday. And then Swinging at the Shell in Albion. That happens on Sunday night with the 566 Air Force Band of the Midwest. That's going to be great, and it's going to be beautiful weather, a beautiful night for a concert at the Shell, the band Shell. Thank you to Team One Plastics, Parks Drug Store, Albion Community Foundation, and Castor Concepts for providing us free entertainment all summer long.
I was interested to see what would lead ABC's 11 o'clock news last night, and it was R. Kelly. Isn't that amazing?
Kelly, yes.
R. Kelly, finally sentenced to 30 years in prison. Hopefully he stays there forever. But yeah, so that's finally over with. A lot of the victims came to light during that documentary that Lifetime did and then Netflix did, and yeah, he's. There's really no words for him.
Now, throw away the key, and Gail King, I think, is relieved too, because I think he frightened her.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's awful. And Ghislaine Maxwell, am I saying that right? She only got 20 years. You know, I think she should have gotten at least 30 years as well. And Noah and I were discussing this. These crimes like this is just has to be automatic the rest of your life.
Throw away the key.
Automatic the rest of your life. So somehow she only got 20 years, which is technically a life sentence, but crazy. There's awful people out there, and when they have a lot of money, they can do some awful, awful things. So good riddance to those two.
Money corrupts. Well, we unfortunately have the first monkeypox case in the state of Michigan reported last night by the MDHHS. Not here, it's in Oakland County. And it's really hard to catch.
We know it's hard to catch.
It's contagious when a rash is present and the scabs fall off, and until the scabs fall off.
But don't you have to be infected with it?
You have to be.
You have to be infected with it, and then have a
Direct-
scab fall off, and then
direct,
bump into somebody. I guess I don't think it's.
You have to have direct contact with the infectious rash, scabs, and bodily fluids. It's hard to catch.
Jeez, oh Pete's. Yeah. Well, you don't want to catch that. Yesterday, you were talking about Bed Bath & Beyond.
Blood Bath and Beyond.
Bed
Bed Bath.
Bed Bath & Beyond. And what did you say? They're closed?
They are turning the air conditioning off to save money.
So how many stores do you think they still have open in the United
I don't
States?
know. I didn't know we lost ours until yesterday.
Over 1,000 still.
Really?
Yeah, over 1,000 still. But the store, to me, seems like it's kind of run its course. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere with the way Target and Walmart have all of those supplies at low costs, and then the higher end people go to their direct competitors like Crate and Barrel and Pottery Barn. Yeah, so I don't know. You don't just run out to Bed Bath & Beyond like you used to.
I never did.
No, you did, I believe. People did that, right, Brandon? You'd run out, and then you'd get some things for your home, and then you'd put your new towels in your bathroom, and then you'd be proud of yourself.
Whatever you wanted, you would go there and they didn't have.
They were very famous, or they still are, the very expensive Dyson vacuums and the KitchenAid mixers. I got 2 KitchenAid mixers from there for my wedding and returned one of them, and they handed me cash.
Wow.
I know.
That's why they're going out of business.
Must be.
Well, we don't know if they're going out of business.
No.
And another follow-up from yesterday, we had the Toyota recall because the wheels fell off. Well, Nissan is recalling Pathfinders
Oh no, I
because
always wanted one of those.
the hood can fly open.
Really?
So-
Do you remember when you had a Nissan Pathfinder?
No,
Oh yes. Yes, you did.
I don't think so.
Yes, you did.
Really?
The John Slav Nissan.
Oh, that was
Path-
a Montero.
Oh, it was a Mitsubishi
Mitsubishi.
Montero,
Yeah.
and that was cool too. Mileage 0. on that
Nissan
car.
is working on a remedy. Duct tape in the meantime, folks.
Crazy.
And that can be dangerous. I was in a car my dad was driving, hood flew open because
Really?
the gas station attendant didn't latch
That's the
on
hood.
the interstate.
Oh wow,
It's
that had
not,
to be
you
scary.
can't see. You can't see.
That had to be very scary. College basketball fans were, like Brandon and I, were wondering where Amani Bates was going to end up picking a school. You know, he's from Ypsilanti and then went to Memphis, highly touted. Things didn't work out there, so we were thinking, where's he going to go? Where is he going to go?
Back home?
Back home. To
Ypsilanti.
Eastern Michigan University is, of course, their highest recruit in the history of the school. But, you know, kind of a question mark, really. And I don't, this is, of course, during his freshman year. Kid's a phenomenal talent and still probably will likely be a pro next year.
Really? You think he'll turn pro after
Yeah.
a year at Ipsy?
Yes, yes, for sure.
Wow.
You know, and you don't, maybe he's a kid who needs to be close to home. Didn't do that well,
Yeah.
8 hours away. And, you know, he kind of grew up in the celebrity spotlight too, so this might be a good thing for him. So we'll see. He should dominate in the MAC. If he doesn't, that will be problems for his career and his
Yeah.
future.
Lincoln played Jackson at Sprague Arbor University
Yeah.
on 2020, 2 months
They-
before the
Yeah, a couple years. Yeah, a
Pandemic.
couple years. So, how about some local high school athletes on our Extreme Dodge scoreboard? Brought to you by our friends at Extreme Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and we've got some all-staters to tell you about on the scoreboard. Girls soccer. Third team, Division III third team All-State, Macy Mullins from Columbia. Honorable mention, Ryan Locke, Springport. And
she's awesome.
yeah, we think maybe honorable mention was maybe light. She should have got maybe first team All-State. And Division IV second team, Reese Kelly, third team, Ryan McCormick. And honorable mention, you saw those as well. Kathleen Doan, I did not know she was a freshman, actually. She's already played in Spain, believe it or not.
Wow.
So Kathleen Doan, Lumen Christie, and Kylan Heydrich from Grass Lake. Congratulations to our all-state soccer players, and I think all of those girls should be bumped up to first team All-State.
Also, Cameron Shannon, Michigan Center's star golfer, finished sixth in the country in the Michigan or the United States High School Golf Invitational.
That's cool.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, she just picked up a club a few years ago, which is amazing. Comfort Keepers had a event on Wednesday, and our cameras made it out there. National Day of Joy, and they've recently upgraded their building and did a nice renovation. So they had people in and out all day. There's Butch and the crew. There's Jeff Steers walking around with a Diet Coke, or looking for a Diet Coke. So thanks to Comfort Keepers for having us. Great company in our area, and we wish them continued success.
Perfect company to celebrate National Day of Caring because they do an awesome job caring for people.
Yep.
So thanks to Butch Irwin and his great team at Comfort Keepers. Are you on TikTok?
I'm not, but JTV is.
The FCC is asking that Apple and Google remove TikTok from their app stores.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
The Chinese own TikTok, you know, and they are getting information, they're sucking information from our youngsters.
I watched you're familiar with the network or Vice?
Vice,
yeah.
yeah.
So they had a video last night, and it was how to steal someone's identity in 5 minutes, and I watched it, and I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
So TikTok is the least of our problems, for
Well-
sure. But we've been hearing this for years, that TikTok is just mining our data, but no one
TikTok
seems
is
to
being
care.
blamed today for holes in beaches in Florida. There are holes appearing on beaches in Florida due to a TikTok challenge
Oh man.
called How Deep Can You Dig? So kids are going and they're digging these giant holes in the beach, and it's dangerous. People are on the beach.
It's very dangerous.
Yes.
I've fallen in something smaller than that. I remember when there was the punch a teacher in the face TikTok challenge. I don't see anything good coming out of TikTok, really.
No.
Nothing that I've seen.
Another company with trouble is Airbnb. Are you staying at an Airbnb on your travels?
Yes, but with the owner, so it's different.
Airbnb has announced a permanent ban on parties across all of its global properties. They previously had a temporary ban, but now it's permanent. There have been a lot of issues with people having parties, and there is an app where people can
One second.
put parties on the app.
Really? I got it. Can you go back to that previous picture? That guy's holding one of those boxed waters from Whole Foods.
Well, not
That's a
everyone-
nice party. If the host, yeah, if the host is providing those for people, I mean, those are expensive waters.
Yeah,
I don't know that you can control this, but oh my goodness.
this is from your vacation.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is. That's a hotel room.
I don't
And
know, the TV came off the wall.
somehow the TV came off the wall. I must have lost a bet. And
I've
ripped it off
noticed
the wall.
the paintings in the hotel room are really hard to get off the wall.
Yeah. Well, as you know, we have to book an Airbnb in September, so we'll look at that closely. Keep
We
track
won't be
of
having
that.
we won't be having any parties. Remember Kwame Kilpatrick,
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one.
former
Yeah.
Detroit mayor? Guess what he's up to now?
I know what he's up to. He is trying to raise money for a home for
Yeah.
himself in a gated community. $800,000. They have a crowd. Is it crowdfunding?
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. He's got a GoFundMe, and they're asking for just general donations of $8,000 each. He's hoping to get 100 of them so him and his wife can move into a gated community in Florida. And this is true story.
It's a true story, and the idiot actually put a picture of the gated community and his dreamed for house, $800,000 house. That's been removed from the GoFundMe page, but he's still raising the money.
It's, you know what's crazy is he's raised some money. Like people have given him money. Now less than $3,000, but still, I mean,
It's something.
people are giving him money. So he still has some followers out there, which is crazy.
And don't plan on buying fur in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor City Council has passed an ordinance banning the sale and production of fur within city limits. And it turns out it only affects one store.
Bivouac.
Yeah. They sell
They sell
Canada-
double-priced clothing.
yeah, Canada Goose has some fur on it.
Canada Goose has fur?
Yeah,
Oh.
on the ledge. What do they call it? The lapel.
If
Yes.
you are a college student in cold climate and you don't have one of those $1,000 Canada Goose
Goose?
coats, then something's wrong with you.
Can't buy them now.
Yeah,
Not in Ann
wow.
Arbor.
I didn't know that was fur, but of course that store is a longtime Ann Arbor store. I'm sure they'll just discontinue that model.
We're still waiting for people to come back to work. Consumers, there's a lot of people still working remote. Did you know that?
I did know that, yeah.
Yep. 92 million American workers still now have the option to work remotely at least part of the week. So the pandemic era remote work is not over and doesn't have any plans on ending.
I am just really glad that I am not working remotely because I couldn't stand it.
Come back to work, people.
Yeah, you can come back if you want.
We know what's going on.
That's right. There's a lot of
We know what's
a
going
lot of new golfers out there, I can tell you that.
That's
No.
right.
Hey, we have a great show lined up for you today. We're going to get things started with Tish Hill and Stacy McCormick from Jackson Henry Ford Hospital right after this break.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
Improving the air quality in your home isn't a luxury, it's improving your family's lives. Our staff do each job carefully, completely, and with great attention paid to you, the homeowner. We take care to leave each home better than we found it, and when you take your first breath after one of our cleanings, I'm sure you'll agree. We can help keep your home cleaner and your air safer by scheduling a cleaning today. Dux, we're your indoor air professionals.
Collins Brothers floor covering, because new carpet is like, very nice. But commercials suck. Don't change the channel, change your carpet. Collins Brothers downtown.
Excellent.
Established in 1940.
That's before the war, sucker.
Parents, do you want to connect your kids with food, friends, and fun this summer? Free summer meals are available for all children under the age of 18, and no registration or ID is required. Call Jackson Public Schools Summer Lunch Program at 841-2693 for details.
Welcome back to the show, and our show today is brought to you by The Kilted Farmer. Shop thekiltedfarmer.com to get your local produce, pantry fillers, fresh baked goods, butcher cuts, garden plants, and artisan crafted goods, and get it all delivered while supporting local. If you want to support local business, shop with The Kilted Farmers at thekiltedfarmer.com.
Joining us now from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, the Nursing Director for Women's and Children's Services, Tish Hill, and Labor and Delivery Nurse, Stacy McCormick. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. And you're a mom, and I just found out before the show, a grandma.
Yeah, and a grandma, mom and a grandma.
Awesome.
Great. So a lot of people haven't been in the hospital because of the pandemic, not even to visit. And when my grandson was born, couldn't go. So you guys were up to some stuff while we were out of the hospital.
Yeah, we got a new renovation in labor and delivery and our postpartum room, so that was really, really nice.
That's awesome. Tish, when did planning for this project begin?
So planning began 2018.
Oh, wow.
And it started out with just design planning and meeting with architects. And then they took it forward to get approval from the board in 2019. And we officially started the project, the construction of the project, in 2020. Okay. We're really close to being done. It's very beautiful. We just have a few little things to finish up, just minor touches. But the project is the majority complete.
That's very cool. I haven't been in the area in 11 years. And it was very nice then. What was the goal of?
You snuck in there when Quinn was born.
I did, but why are you throwing me under the bus here? But it was very nice when my daughter was born. It was wonderful. So what were the goals with this project?
We really just wanted to enhance the patient experience. Mm-hmm. We wanted them to feel like they were in a nice environment that matched the high quality of care that we provide. We wanted better efficiencies for our staff, so patient and staff safety, and just to improve some of our system performances. So our HVAC system was updated. Very beautiful.
Beautiful. Stacy, what type of upgrades do you have that you didn't have before?
In this remodel, some of our rooms we were able to make a little bit bigger. Our new jacuzzi tubs, we really like those. Our moms like those. And we also have like a wireless fetal monitoring system So it allows the mom to be more mobile and walk around while she's in labor.
Jacuzzi?
Yeah. Comforting.
That sounds like an upgrade.
We, when my daughter was born, it was 2007, and I remember we had a hot and ready Little Caesars, and we were able to, 2011, we were streaming the NCAA tournament on our phone. That's what we were doing.
I remember that.
Well, now we have 50-inch flat screen TVs in all of our rooms.
What, it's such a, obviously a life-changing time for mom and dad and baby. Talk about why that environment is
There's
so
the tub.
important. Oh, that's awesome.
Is this the Hilton?
Oh, this is the Ritz.
Looks awesome.
It is awesome. It looks great.
What do people say when they, because I'm sure it's a shock to see the accommodations.
It is, especially for people. So there's a lot of people in our community that are coming back that have had a baby there previously, and they walk in and they're like, oh my gosh, it's different, it's so new, and they love it. It's really nice.
Someone wanted me to ask you guys about those teal and blue baby blankets and ask you, why is it a specific brand? Is it a specific company? Why are they the teal, red, and whatever baby blankets?
So,
it's just like a long-standing tradition.
So yeah, it's just a long-standing tradition, and I think we get bulk pricing on those, and I think a lot of hospitals use those. So it's just the kind of like the branding logo, and not specific to Henry Ford Jackson of a hospital.
Just babies all around the world wrapped in those blankets.
It's universal.
It really is.
It's to signify it's a new baby.
Yeah. In case there was any doubt.
Yeah.
And the other tradition at the hospital continues is playing the birthday song every time a baby's born.
Yes, the lullaby.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We still do that.
Is there someone actually in an office somewhere cranking one of those music boxes when it plays? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, it's pre-recorded.
How many babies get their start in the Henry Ford Birthing Center in Jackson?
Approximately 1,400 a year.
Wow.
So so no days off, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah.
And we're looking to accept more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did the pandemic, do we see a birth, what do we call it?
COVID babies?
Yeah.
So nationally, births have been down, and we have seen a slight trend downward in the last 2 to 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe there will be in the next few months, because
You never know.
We don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Can't predict it. Really.
I can't. That's for sure.
We are talking about the birthing center renovation at Henry Ford Jackson Hospital with Tish Hill and Stacy McCormick. More with Stacy and Tish after this.
Registration is now open for Jackson YMCA Summer Day Camp. The camp is about learning skills, developing character, and making friends. Every new experience at day camp is a chance for kids to stay active, address gaps in learning when school's not in session, and have fun. Open to ages 4 to 14. Sign up for just 1 week or all 10 at jacksonymca.org.
Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping has been proudly serving the southern Michigan area since 1986. With thoughtful design and quality craftsmanship, our experienced experts can bring any idea to life. Stop into our brand new location and garden center today. From a total redesign to just a few plants to spruce up your outdoor living space, we have everything you'll need. Need dirt, mulch, stone, or topsoil? It's all here and on site at Wilcox. And of course, we can handle the delivery. We can also take care of your fertilizing and weed control, irrigation from repairs to new systems, and all of your landscaping needs. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, everything for your outdoors.
In Jackson County, Club Life offers adults with developmental disabilities the opportunities for proper social interaction within their community. Positive experiences in their community can lead to lasting relationships and increased self-confidence. Club Life's goal is to engage, enrich, and empower adults with developmental disabilities in Jackson County by offering different club events that will provide safe and quality programs for our participants. Interested persons can visit our website at www.theclublife.org to register.
Register now. Spring Arbor University is hosting their annual summer sports camps in June and July. Baseball, soccer, basketball, tennis, cheer, volleyball, and golf. Camp dates, offerings, and ages vary. Camps available for kids age 4 through senior year of high school. Details, dates, and registration information available online at saucougars.com/sports.
Welcome back to the show. Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Now in their 3rd generation of being family owned and operated, they pride themselves on offering high quality, name brand furniture at affordable prices. And this 4th of July weekend is a great time to stop by Vermeulen's, for sure.
Yeah, 4th of July is a great weekend to buy furniture.
Great weekend.
Yeah. We have from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Tish Hill and Stacy McCormick, talking about the brand new labor and delivery section, birthing center it's called, right?
Yes, birthing center.
And both of you sound like committed to welcoming babies into this world. You've been at it for a long time.
Yeah.
How long have you been?
Well, I've been an employee of Henry Ford for 18 years, and in the last 10 years I've been in the labor and delivery unit.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Tish?
I've actually worked at the hospital for 21 years, and I've been a part of the Women and Children's Services Department for 19 years. So it's really my passion.
What give us kind of a day in the life? I mean, how many babies are you bringing? I know it's random, but you have a schedule.
It is very random and unpredictable at times. So sometimes we can go a whole shift with no babies, and then I think the most babies I've ever had in one entire shift was 3, like 1 in the morning when I got there, mid-afternoon, and then right before I went home.
Yeah. So that was a 12-hour shift, so it could continue for...
Yeah. What's that like, just personally, knowing at the end of the day, knowing that you helped 3 babies come into the world?
It's really an honor and a really just gratifying experience. It's a really like personal moment for that family, so it's nice that you get to share that with them. Moms usually become pretty close with their labor and delivery nurses. Sure. We have a ton of great nurses. So.
Do people name their babies after you?
I have been trying to get someone to name their baby Stacy for the last 10 years, and it hasn't happened yet. So if you're out there and you want to name your baby Stacy, just request me when you come in.
Isn't it funny how the baby names, I don't think I've seen a baby Bart in 5th. Well, how old are you?
No.
Has there been a baby Bartholomew? Or have you
I have not.
Yeah, so there you go. Could be a...
Well, if you want your own unique name, that would be a suggestion.
There's plenty of unique names, I know that.
People don't. They get to the hospital, they don't know what they're going to name the baby. And
Well,
that's one of the first questions you ask them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
and
about...
they look at your name tag and say...
what about, a lot of people, they want to be surprised by the sex of the child. Have you ever accidentally slipped up, or is that always a main focus of the team, knowing the family's plan?
Knowing their plan, so we don't usually know the gender. So like on the ultrasound report, it doesn't say baby girl or baby boy. So that's kind of kept a secret from us too.
I
So,
always assumed that you could just look and tell right away.
But those are kind of the best deliveries though, because it's really...
They're exciting.
Exciting. The dad gets to usually like announce and be like, it's a girl or it's a boy. It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Every time I go to my chart, there's a warning that comes up and says, caution, test results may identify the sex of your baby.
On your my chart?
Everyone's my chart.
Oh.
Because dads could look, the test results could be there.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to look. Technology has changed so much. I think of like things that we use for our kids outside of the hospital. Like, I don't think you can go 12 months without a car seat being changed. What about the technology in labor and delivery? How has that changed and helped you guys over the years?
I'm excited about our wireless fetal monitoring. So we can monitor the mom with the wireless device, and it was shown in the video. And they can get up and move around and be mobile and get on the birthing balls and walk around a little bit. So that's one of the technology enhancements that we've seen. What else have we seen, Stacey?
Well, I think not just technology. We've seen a lot of practice changes over the last 10 years. When I started in labor and delivery, we had this baby-friendly initiative to help increase our breastfeeding rates because we know that helps moms and babies. So we really encouraged that, and so we changed our practice, putting the baby skin to skin after birth and not a long time ago, like the baby would be born, a nurse would take the baby over to the warmer, but now it goes right and stays with the mom.
Yeah.
So that changed while I was there.
That's what about the speed of which if everything goes well, the baby's able to go home with mom and dad so quick. Sometimes it's like you think you just went into the hospital, you're home like 48 hours, 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now that has to be a newer practice, I would think, the last few years.
Actually, it's been that way for quite a while. 24 to 48 hours for a vaginal delivery.
Wow.
A lot of people, another change that I'll mention is just we don't have like a normal newborn nursery. So all of our babies are in the rooms with their moms. We call it rooming in to promote bonding and breastfeeding. Vaginal deliveries usually go home in 24 to 48 hours, and C-sections 48 to 72 hours.
I think it's just, as a dad, I wanted to take the nurses home because, you're like,
Right.
oh, now what do we do, right? What do we do?
Yeah.
There's no book.
So I did have a patient. She was just a lovely lady one time, and I took her over. After you deliver, you stay in your labor room for like 2 hours, and you go to the postpartum unit. I took her over to the room, and she said, will you hand me my baby? And I did, and she's holding it, and she goes, so what now, Stacy?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that's her first baby.
It
She's
is.
wondering what she does now. But we do provide a pretty good education for our moms.
Yeah. And then we're always there. If you
Yeah.
have a question, you can call us 24 hours a day. We have nurses
that's
that can
awesome.
answer questions and help.
Awesome. Everything looks great. And if I was a mom, I'd want to stay maybe a little longer than 24 to 48 hours.
That's probably why I asked that question, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, not ready to leave. We want to stay.
And if men wouldn't. If there would be no babies if men were in charge. Well, thanks for all that you do in bringing healthy babies into our community and for being on our show today.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, it's awesome knowing we have Henry Ford right here in Jackson. Nursing Director for Women's and Children's Services, Tish Hill, and Labor and Delivery Nurse, Stacy McCormick. More of the morning show with John Waldron and Bill Jors after this.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a real estate expert to find the right 2,000 square feet in a neighborhood where kids can be kids, land softly, and grow up not so fast, please. A place to laugh together and make a lifetime of memories. And it all starts with a realtor, guided by a code of ethics.
So, can you picture it?
And the doors you open together.
American Title is a proud supporter of the Jackson Area Association of Realtors. American Title, 280 West Cortland, AmericanTitleJackson.com.
Hi, I'm Richard King. I've been working on cars for over 38 years, and 10 years of that has been here in Jackson. I'm an ASC certified master technician. What makes King's Auto different from the rest out there is that we take the time to diagnose the cars properly the first time around. We fix what the others can't. Whether it's an oil change or a head gasket repair, wheel bearings to spark plugs, at King's Auto and Truck will get you in and out and get it done right the first time around. Then bring your car or truck over here to King's Auto and Truck, 4114 East Michigan Avenue in Jackson.
Welcome back to the morning show on GATV. Our show today is brought to you by Printer Source Plus, and they were proud to be named this year's Jackson County Small Business of the Year. Thanks to PSP for helping us bring you today's show.
Joining us now, the Jackson Market President of Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, John Waldron, along with the Senior Vice President, Bill Jors. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Thanks for having us.
New jobs, new titles, new bank.
New
Congratulations.
jobs, new titles, same service.
Same service, same. I want to ask, how long have you two been working together?
17?
Just over 17
years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's no secret you guys aren't at County National anymore.
Right.
You're at a new bank. Tell us about the new company and why you guys are there.
Yeah. Southern Michigan Bank and Trust is headquartered in Coldwater, and very similar community banking model to what we came from. Similar philosophy, similar culture when it comes, like I say, to community banking.
Yeah.
Size is about the same. Both institutions are about $1.2 billion in assets. Both have a trust department. And I made the move about 5 weeks ago, and then Bill started this week.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys have always enjoyed community banking, loved community banking. And is it the people that you're always drawn to? I think of times like during, the recession, 2007, 2008, the pandemic, being able to talk to you guys on the phone. Do you guys enjoy being able to be a part of that community and really help out during those tough times?
You want to take that one?
Well, I think our past is, indicative of that.
Yeah.
I mean, the bank we were at, we got going and the recession hit in 2008 and lasted several years into 2014, I would say. And those were very, very difficult times, but we were both born and raised here, and we both know a tremendous amount of people, and that is a huge advantage for any bank, is to have hometown people that know the character of the customer, the prospective customer, because it is a risk. Banking is risk, and when you're confident somebody's going to pay you back, regardless of the circumstances or conditions. I told the new guys, I said, well, we've been lending, you want to know our loan policy? Because John's always been in charge.
Yeah.
John's first question is, are they going to pay us back?
Yeah.
And,
which is a good question.
if I say yes, we're on our way.
Yeah.
And so we find ways to help. And to answer your question, yes, we do like the communication aspect of it. If you establish a good, open, honest, helpful line of communication, you can get almost anything done.
So Jackson Market President, there's no bank here in the Jackson Market.
You did send an email to the communications director at Southern Michigan Bank, and you said, hey, how are you going to open a bank without a branch? That was a good one. Right, there is no branch right now, but we're close. We're looking for space, and within the next day or two, hopefully we'll have something in writing. Branch downtown.
Oh, nice.
Branch downtown, and then another location. The two chiefs at Southern Michigan Bank and Trust are very, very forward thinking, and they make quick decisions. So when we said, hey, we need a loan production office, we need a branch, they said, well, how about 2 branches? So they move quickly, and like I say, the downtown office we looked at last week, or potential office. We looked at last week, and they said, let's move forward. So I have a meeting today to talk about that. And then branch number 2 we've been looking at as well. And then loan production office, we can get that as soon as we find the space. It's interesting. In our town, you would think you could find space relatively quickly, but there's not a lot of office space available. And we want to be downtown for sure. So yeah, we're up and running. Bill came over, Angela Job came over, Allison Krieger came over, and we're off and running.
Building a team.
Building a team. So the plan is you'll still be able to offer the same services to the business partners that you've worked with in the past, just under a different different umbrella.
Yeah, like I say, and back to community banking, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I ran into you two of the last 3 days,
I know.
out and about.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
That was a birthday dinner last night, right? So that was good to see you guys, and 3 babies? 3 young
Three
kids.
kids.
Three kids. Yeah. One recent. So
yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing that's unique. And I was talking with some people at a fundraiser last week. You know, you see the same, I don't know, I'll say 200 people that really care or make sure that they're there, you know. So you have so many people doing business together. Is that unique in a town like ours, that there's so many people that do so much business together as far as, you know, partnerships and things like that?
I'll quote the current guy's president and CEO of Southern. They said it would be insane for us to try to come into Jackson with you guys there. And so it is a very known to be a very close-knit community that is hard to break into. And we've seen financial institutions come and go from Jackson.
Right.
And so I would say yes, it's probably the same group that we always see. And would you agree?
I would agree. And at our former institution, there were 3 other counties, 3 other markets, and Jackson's very unique. I mean, the other markets that we were in, I didn't really see the type of interaction that we have in this community. You know, you go to lunch, you see people. You go to dinner, you go to the golf course, you just run into people, a lot of business people, and it's a great town to do business in, and we love it. We're not moving, and they hired us to develop this market, so great. 98% of our time will be here in Jackson.
Yeah, I think that's what one thing people wondered with being based out of town. You know, will you still be in Jackson? Of course, clearly the answer is yes. We're not going anywhere. But yeah, like to your point, people want to know who they're banking with. You're not just setting up a desk in an office and expecting people to come in. And it's all about relationships.
For me, it was a quick move, and I was asked, you know, why so quick?
Yeah.
Well, what people didn't know that I've tried to communicate is I've known these guys for 15 years. Our former institution in Southern Michigan Bank and Trust used to partner on deals. We see them at conventions. We know them very well. And like I say, the culture is very similar. We'll be able to do very similar lending at a quick pace and get things done like we were able to do previously.
Now, if you were a stranger, just drive around Jackson, you'd notice empty Huntington buildings, empty Comerica buildings, empty Old National Bank buildings. What is that say about this? It's not that we were overbanked, but that we had national or regional chains that gave up in this town?
They're still here.
Different philosophy, maybe.
It's different philosophy. I've said it before, local decisions, local people. Again, the people we have now, just like the former place, everybody lives here.
Yeah.
You know, you need to live here, you need to work here, and you need decisions to be made here. And you know, Coldwater is only an hour away, so and they have been operating. They do have, or we, no, that they, we thing, right? We do have a fair amount of business in town already.
Yeah.
But they, as Bill said, didn't come here until now, and Southern has operated pretty much up to the county line, south and west, and now we're here.
The difference is those other banks you mentioned have other markets in other states, other communities, other ways to make money. You can go from being headquartered in Detroit to Dallas if you're a big, larger regional bank or a national size bank. The community bank, you know, Jackson and Southern Michigan, Jackson I'd say and west over to the lake is where Southern makes their money, and we're going to be a large market for them. And they know Jackson's a good community by what they've witnessed happen. And so having another strong community bank in town will be good for everyone. Whenever bankers sharpen their pencils, everybody wins. Yeah. And so we're very close to the vault.
Yeah.
And that's the other key is your customers or prospects want to know you can perform.
Right.
And we're as close to the vault and have as few barriers or maybe even less barriers to lend with Southern Michigan Bank.
And that's going to be important in these economic times that we just don't really know kind of about right now. I think everyone's kind of got their opinion, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What about personal banking? Will those services be part of Southern Michigan Bank and Trust here?
Yes. The main focus is find the branch, get it built out, hire the people, and then yeah, we'll start with the business banking, and then the rest will follow. I mean, we already have the installment lending. We did put one together pretty quickly, so even though we don't have the brick and mortar yet, it went pretty smooth. So cool. We will be able to have deposit services, retail lending, mortgage lending.
And we have all the remote deposit products and online services as well. So
can't wait to see where you guys end up downtown.
We'll be neighbors.
We'll be downtown neighbors.
We'll be neighbors.
Yes.
Bill could probably hit a wedge or a 5-iron down the street, maybe.
Wedge or a 5-iron? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Wedge, 5-iron.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. Thank you guys for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, congratulations on your new positions. Welcome to Jackson. Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, Jackson Market President John Waldron and Senior Vice President Bill Jors. More of the morning show after this.
For over 35 years, Nostalgia Inc. has been Jackson's home for all things comics, graphic novels, and games. Whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, The Walking Dead, or even Stranger Things and Star Wars, Nostalgia's friendly staff has decades of experience and can find the perfect gift for that fanatic in your life. With the largest selection and inventory of the latest comics, you're always sure to find something new and different at Nostalgia. Looking for something from years back? Our backstock selection can't be beat. And don't forget to ask about our subscription service so you never miss an issue. Into Magic the Gathering, D&D, Pokemon, or tabletops? We've got everything you could ever need. Whether you're starting a new hobby, a seasoned collector, or just shopping for that superhero in your life, Nostalgia Inc. is the place for you. Nostalgia Inc. on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson. If you're looking for high-quality sheds, then check out Homestead Barns. With nearly 100 options, there's a shed for you. And if not, we can make a custom one to order. We have no credit checks and rent-to-own options, so we're ready to work with you. Visit us today. Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Serving the greater Jackson area for over 25 years, Tamrock's Automotive knows that your life does not come to a halt because of a concern with your vehicle. Our mission is to provide extraordinary service for every customer, every time. We offer pickup and drop-off service, free loaner vehicles, free car wash, and a 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty on most repairs. And yes, your vehicle will be diagnosed on the same day of your appointment. Our extensive health and safety inspections, our professional technicians, and state-of-the-art technology will ensure that you know the current condition of your vehicle. You can make an informed decision on the repairs made to your car or truck. When your ride is at a standstill, but your life is not, take it to Tamrock's. Automotive repair you can count on.
Register now! Spring Arbor University is hosting their annual summer sports camps in June and July. Baseball, soccer, basketball, tennis, cheer, volleyball, and golf. Camp dates, offerings, and ages vary. Camps available for kids age 4 through senior year of high school. Details, dates, and registration information available online at saucougars.com/sports.
Welcome back to the morning show. We've got concerts this summer at the Cascades, the Swinging at the Shell in Albion.
Everywhere.
Jackson College had some great concerts, most of them outside, but one, it was so hot, they moved it into the Potter Center, and that's going to be featured on The Jackson Show, which debuts later today. Here's a quick preview. Great concert, and you can see highlights today on The Jackson Show. We've got this weekend summer event series on JTV, brought to you by Summit Heights Dental Care. We've got another look at the Selby Track and Field Classic and the Rose Parade, and we've got some events lined up that we will be covering this summer, next month. Very busy. Hot Air Jubilee, the Gus Macker, we've got a full list.
So much going on.
Yeah.
So much going on. We're actually getting ready today to go film some commercials with Phil Tripp for the Hot Air Jubilee, and that thing's going to be nuts. You know, there's they're going to be helicopter rides, Model T rides, steam engine demonstrations, live music, Kids Kingdom. It's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah, the planetarium is going to do a special show where it simulates what it's like to go in a hot air balloon.
Ooh, very cool.
So they are going to be presenting that over the Hot Air Jubilee. Just checking Flight Tracker, Delta, they've canceled some more flights today. It's insane that they do this to people.
And there's nothing you can do about it. I've been at the airport where people, it was the next gate to us, it was a flight to Tampa, and they got delayed. And everyone that was on that flight was going to Miami to get on a cruise. So it stinks. And then if you do run into trouble, you have to, for 4 hours, and try and get your money back. And it's very difficult.
Bring your own food, bring lots of it.
It should be illegal to, if your flight is canceled, if your flight is completely canceled, you should be handed a check immediately for what you paid. That's the only thing that can be done.
You could make a living getting bumped and taking the up to $1,000, $1,500. I've seen $1,200 handed out at the gate. Just get on flights, get them canceled, take the money.
It's normally a $500 Amazon gift card or a $500 Target gift card.
Oh, well, you could make a living off that because you could resell them. Our flight, the gate agent said there will be no peanuts on this plane. And we didn't know if she meant don't bring any peanuts on the plane or we're not going to give you any peanuts on the plane. But it turns out that as she's walking down the aisle with her missile on wheels, offering peanuts.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. So they did have peanuts.
Apparently.
Great.
I chose not to take them just in case there was someone with peanut allergy. I didn't want to cause.
Oh, that's very, very nice of you.
Well, we're going to miss you while you're gone. I know Jennifer will be here.
Yeah, she's filling in for me. She is. She'll be here a couple of days. I will send pictures.
Oh yeah, we'll each day have a report.
That's great. Yeah.
On Andy's vacation.
I'll wake up early and join you live one day if you like.
And if for some reason you have to drive back from the airport,
I won't. I will not be driving back from the airport.
I'll have a great trip.
Thank you.
And happy 4th.
Happy 4th to you.
Later today on my show, we're going to meet the new head football coach at Jackson High, Anthony Parker. Also, Renee Hornby, Jennifer Scanlon, Mike Wazeski, Cindy Acker, and Dave DeBaker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.